Welcome once again to the AI-powered software development training. Okay, in this training, this particular lesson, we will be looking at how to deploy your project to CPanel. We'll come to other hostings types in another lesson. But for this particular lesson, we are looking at how you can take what you have built from any platform you built it, whether it is Cursor, Lovable, Coda, and the rest of them, and take it to your CPanel hosting. All right, so that is what we are looking at for this lesson. So I'm going to, okay, let's start with Lovable. This is one of my accounts. Let's work with this project. I'm going to open it. Okay, so I've opened it. Let's see what it looks like. It's just a test project. I didn't actually complete it. Something very basic. Okay, let's work with it. There. All right. So first thing is I'm going to click this icon. This is what will take the project to my GitHub account. It has a native integration. I'm going to click it. Click on connect. It will bring me here. So I click on connect. Meanwhile, I have already created my GitHub account. You must have that account and logged in already. So I will click on connect. Since I'm logged in, that's reflected here. So I'm going to, if it doesn't reflect, you just click on you add, and if you add a new organization, you continue. But when you log in, the account name will show here. So you click on it, you transfer. Okay, so you can click on view on GitHub and you open it in GitHub. All right, so this is the project. These are the files. All right, I can click on the green code icon and download the zip folder, and it goes to my computer. All right. I can also do some editing here. For instance, I usually like to remove all these things because I don't want it to show. So click on that edit icon. Just remove some things you don't like. Okay. Welcome to the views. And then move. Anything you don't want, you just remove it. Allow the ones you want to stay. Usually I remove all these ones down to the end. For me, that is enough. Then this commit changes, just like saving changes. Click it, it shows this. And you click on commit changes on the bottom here. So that has been saved or committed. Okay, the next thing now is I want to launch that project to my CPanel. I have a CPanel hosting. If you check one of those videos, I showed you how to buy that sort of hosting, how to register your domain name and hosting. So you go and watch that video. So this video is just focused on how to deploy. All right, so we are actually learning how to deploy from Cursor or Coda or Antigravity or any other, all of those, even VS Code is covered in this particular method I'm going to show you now, right? But if you want to set up a CI/CD pipeline from Lovable to a CPanel hosting, I've covered it in another video, all right? So now what we are going to do next, we're going to come back to the code. All right, so this is the code. Now there are two ways to take this code to your ID, whether it is VS Code or Antigravity or Coda, of course, augment code. There are two ways. Either we download it, right? So I'm going to save it somewhere. Let me put it on my desktop. Right? Right. So yeah, it is. So now that I've taken it to my desktop, I can right click it and open with anti-gravity, open with cursor if I want, open with Coda or open with VS Code, this VS Code, or any of these tools, any of them that they use it. So once you get your code down, so you have to first of all unzip it, unzip the file. Right, so this is the unzipped file. I'm going to right click and open it, go down. Okay. So now we have unzipped it. So you see the files are here, all the files are here. All our files are here. All right, so now our goal here is to, no, we're not trying to build anything right now. Just the way it is. So I'm going to open a terminal. So I do that by either clicking here to create a terminal window here for you. But you can always come back to it by clicking here. See top left. And this place will come alive. Open for you. So you see this design now, it has something at the bottom. Click it also, it will give you, so you toggle the terminal window and move it. Okay, whichever way. So, but always look for it here. Okay, so now I brought it here. The next I'm going to do is to install dependencies, which is run this command npm install. Now, something will happen right now that will not work. I'm doing it intentionally because I want to explain something to you guys. You see that it showed errors. Normally it should work, but notice that I have a top folder here, top directory, but this is actually the project folder. Now check my terminal. You notice that I'm not inside this folder, I'm rather inside this top folder. So you have to be inside this folder. Wanted you to see that because you may always have issues like that. So you know what to do. You have to be right inside the project folder, which is in this case tech fields, dash academy, dash portal. So how do you get into that folder? You type cd and the name of the folder, tech dash academy, portal, dash mail. Press enter. So I'm inside the folder now. I can now run whatever I want to run, whatever command I want to run, npm install. See, it's working now. Something is happening. Look at this. The installation is taking place. Please look at it. installing. What that does, like I said before, install all the packages, all the dependencies that this project needs to run effectively. Okay. All right. So installation is complete. The next thing you're going to do is to just check what it looks like. Run the development server, npm run there. Just preview it before we now deploy. So I click, I control click, open this from here. So this is a project is ready for deployment. Right. So the next thing I'm going to do right now is to come back here and going to run the last command. What this last command will do, I can also open a new terminal here by clicking this plus sign. I will need it to run that last command. So here is a new terminal. What I will do is to run this command. What this command will do is to build this file, make it ready for a production server. I'm not going to upload just what you are seeing here. I'm going to upload a production ready file. So this last command, out of all this you have seen, this last command will build this project to make it ready for my production server. All right. So what I will do is to run a nps byte build. See the build, like to build it. So it's building it. Say okay to proceed. You type Y just as we have seen here. Press enter. It's asking you if it's okay for him to proceed the building. Okay. All right, something is wrong somewhere. It says the build failed and 0 modules have been transformed. Yeah, that didn't work out. Normally it should work. I did a very I've not had this failure in so many projects. I don't know why it failed, but I'll try again and see. Okay, could not resolve any entry module. Okay, okay. So, um, I'll try again. Let me try for the second time. Okay, same issue. Then I'll copy that error. Actually, bring it well. Seems I copied too much. I'm going to remove some. This is I just need from where I type the command and going back. So the other one is the first one. So I'm gonna remove that first one. Okay. Trying to look for uh, okay. Also, okay, the file is there now. Look at the file. The index of getting the file is there. Okay. So let's follow this. Still failing. The index file apparatus. See that it was. Why to say print file? It is building now. It's transforming. But it is building 1,700 nodes. Okay. All right. So once it succeeds, the first thing you notice is that a new folder will be created. Look at the top left where I'm pointing. dist. It's the content of that folder that you upload in your CPanel. So let's do it. All right. I'll go back to my project folder. Here it is. So this is the file that has just been created. You can see the time. So it is created. So I will zip it. Send right click and send to compressed zip folder. You can upload a normal folder to CPanel. It has to be compressed and zipped. So let me now go and log into the CPanel use. So down here, um, like I said before, when you pay for hosting, they will give you access to your own CPanel. They will send details to your email. You can watch the video on the main registration and hosting. All right, so when I log into my CPanel, I'll come to File Manager. Then I will scroll down to the particular. Now, if you notice something, I have so many domain names inside this cPanel, many projects. You can one look at 2, 3, 4, and so on. All right, but I want to deploy it to the particular domain name that is the primary domain name, right? And that primary domain name usually can be deployed in the public _HTML and directory. When I say primary domain name, That is the domain name that you bought the hosting with. When you were paying for hosting, that's the domain name added. Every other domain name was added later, but this one was added by default primarily the same day you paid for that hosting. That is the one that is linked to public underscore HTML directory. Right, that is why it is primary. Okay. I'm going to remove the things that I already have here. So I click on select all. I want to remove them. Okay. Not all of you. Um, up, down. I will delete the rest. This is the delete button here, the top here. Skip the trash, permanent delete. All right, so um, that should be which this should be my primary domain. Okay, yeah. See the 4 files that are remaining, the 3 files that are remaining are the ones showing now. As the ones that didn't delete. You see, and it's this. These ones will not show. You can see they're not folders, they are files. But these 3 are showing. All right, so I now upload the content of my this folder. This is the upload button. So click on upload. I want to overwrite whatever is there that is not supposed to be there, or whatever similar files like what I'm about to upload. I want to override it. So I go into my system, look for that project folder. So it was this. So open it, this folder, the zipped one is there. What I would select. So now allow it to upload. Usually very fast. Say your network is bad. You have to wait till it changes to green. When it shows 100, wait till it changes to green. All right, so it's ready now. So you come back here. Now we have uploaded it here. We have opened this directory. So whatever we upload while inside here will be reflected here. But you see, we can't see it yet until we reload. See the reload button here. All right, so our disk folder is here, but we have to unzip it. So you can either click extract in the top right, or you right click and extract it. Extract. Close this. All right, so if you reload it again, you see it is there. But still, website will not show it. But rather you will see the disk folder and the zip folder will be there also. So what do we do? What we want is inside this folder. We have to find it up, bringing it out from that folder. If it's inside that folder, it will not appear on this domain name. So you have to remove it from here and put it where this domain name can be accessed. So what do we do now? Come on, I need to close this one. Come back here, enter this folder. These are the things we need. You can see this is very small. 1, 2, 3, 4, just 5 files compared to the number of things we have here. See, everything has been built into production ready file. We don't upload all these things to a sequence. Rather, once we are able to build it, becomes something very important. Okay, so we just have everything we had then reduced to just 5 files of or just this. Okay, so we are going to select, then click on move. Our aim is to move it one step outside that folder, so it can appear in the main domain name. All right, so click on move. See now, this is where we want it here, not here. So we are going to remove this. Where are you moving it to? That's what they're asking us now. Moving it to this. So what we do there is to remove that slash dist, and the files will now be inside this visible. So that is what is visible now in that particular domain name. So I'm going to move it since I've removed this. All right, having removed it, let's come back here and refresh. See that? So we have successfully deployed our website. Okay, we have deployed it. Everything is okay. Just as we built. See that? Everything, no breaking, nothing is missing. But we have one problem, which I think I've thought how to solve it before. But since we are doing this, I have to come back to it. Now, if you refresh any of these pages, you see there will be a problem. See that? Now, that problem is peculiar to single page applications, SPAs, right? So the way to solve it is we're going to go back to that CPanel. Let me refresh it now. That project directory. Okay. This is still this folder. We have to come out of this folder. We're done with that. So I can delete this and this control. Click it to select both of them at the same time. You can delete done with those two items. All right. So how do we solve that 404 error when you refresh? See, you refresh the home page, there will be no issue. But any other page you refresh, you have problem. So I'm going to look, we come to settings in the top right. My goal here is to create a new file called HT access. Okay, not this one. This one has something different. This one is different from what we're creating. HT access. So, all right. So my goal here is to create that file, not this particular one. This one is different from what we're about to create. But before I create it, I need to check if that file is already there. There are usually some hidden files in your project directory. So to reveal those hidden files, you come to settings at the top right, show hidden, you tick this if it wasn't ticked before. But since it's already ticked, the user file is not there already, right? So I close it. Don't need to do anything there. I come to file. Here you can create files, you can create folders, and upload anything you want to do. We're going to create that file. Click on this, name it, dot. Don't forget the dot inside. Okay? Just that HTRC only, no one. Although that is dot take care of the spelling HTRC is already in mind since I've been creating for HTRC. So you click on create name inside the created directory. So having created it, if you create it without clicking on show hidden files, you will not see it, it will not appear here. You have to show hidden files first. You have created it, but it won't show, you won't see it like this. Right? So I select it because I want to add a piece of code to that file. So we write that SPA issue. So I'm going to click select it, then click on edit. Yeah, so opening the editor. So this is where I will add that piece of code. Let me get that code. Right, so this is the code that I'm looking for, not all of these. So I'm going to just use this. This is what I'm looking for. Okay, so I'll attach, don't worry, I will attach this code to this lesson. You can download it while watching the lesson. So I save it. All right, so it's saved. Now let's go back and see if that issue is still there. Refresh. See, the issue has been solved just with that small piece of code. It's no longer there. So with that, we have successfully deployed this website from CPanel, from VS Code to CPanel, and Cursor to CPanel, the same process, Coda, Antigravity, any your coding environment or IDE, text editor that is built on VS Code can do this. It's the same process, it's the same thing, right? You also need to follow the steps when you finally deploy. Now, let me quickly add this. if you notice I have other projects inside this one cPanel, how that is done is that you can come here, come to domain. If you have registered another domain name, if you want to buy additional hosting, you can come to domains, add that second domain name. You want to host it on this same cPanel, right clicking it. See now I have all this in one place, right? It's actually a big hosting account. That's why I can accommodate up to 14 domain names. So if I want to add a new one, after I don't intend to add anything again to this particular hosting, just type the domain name right in here. It has to be something, a name you have already registered. All right, it has to be a registered domain name. But you want to buy hosting, you want to host it here on this same cPanel. So I can just say, assuming I wanted to add this stainless point, just type it in there, a particular domain name. Please don't tick this so I can have its own folder. You are not sharing the public_HTML folder with this domain name. Don't tick this. All right, so you just click on submit. No, this no, because that domain name had expired a long time ago. So see that? All right, but that is how to add it. Once you successfully add a domain name like that, it will automatically create a folder here for you. So that means that domain name is an add-on domain. You will not deploy in that case, if you want to deploy to that particular domain name, you will not deploy it to public_HTML. You will go to that particular folder that will be created for you, right? Assuming it was this domain name that I had, now deploy it to this folder. So this file, after selecting this domain name, I will now upload my this file into this directory. So that is how it works. All right, so that is it. That is how deployment is done. Whether you are building from VS Code, from Cursor, from Lovable, from Replit, once you are able to download the code, bring it here and deploy. Remember the 3 commands: npm install to install dependencies and packages, npm run dev to start the development server, npx byte build to build a production deployment ready file as we have done. Right now, I need to also let me not pin it in. Let me close this one. All right, and open a new window. I have to close this one. Okay, assuming you didn't download that code you have just done from GitHub, you didn't download it. You can still fetch it from GitHub. Not necessarily downloading it. That is what this button does. All right, it's available in Antigravity, it's available in VS Code, it's available on Cursor and the rest of the document code. So what you do is you click on clone repo and you show this, click on it. So this is my repo. GitHub. So I'll look for that project. This is it. Take fees and get it. These are other projects that I have in the repo, other repositories. See all of them. So any of them that I want to bring in here, I can bring it in. Okay, let's assume I want to bring in that same project. And now let me use a different project this time. Okay. So let me bring in this one. Now, when you click on that project, you need to create a folder inside your system, inside your laptop for that project, all right? You need to create a destination, all right, for it, a location, a storage for it inside your system. All right, so usually you can select desktop or any way you want to put it. You don't like putting mine here. So I click on my desktop, all right? I click on new folder where I want to put what I'm about to clone. I click on things. You give it a name, any name you want to give it. You can call it the name of the project. right? So you select that location, see the path for my PC, desktop, text clone. So I put it there. Loading. This is the progress. Taking quite a long time. So it's taking too long. So what I'm going to try that again. That's supposed to take too long. Top open. That is my network or something. Okay, let me use this first project once. I'll put in that same folder. Okay. This one was this one already started, so I'm going to remove this one. The first one that I'm going to delete it. Okay, so I select this same location for this new project. It's cloning. Yeah, so that one, see how fast it is. That's what I expected in the first one. So going to, you like to open it? I say open. All right, so it still brings us back to where we started from. Here's the same point. I've been able to bring it in. So I just wanted to show you the two options. Either you download the code directly from GitHub, right? Like, like coming here after moving it from the Lovable to either you click it down, but that's option one. Option two, you open your that code or person and clone the repo, bring it in. This is the same thing. The next thing is to run those commands and build your production file, upload it to your CPanel. That is that on deployment from CPanel or from Cursor to CPanel. See you in the next lesson.